The U.S. Air Force is moving to more than double its planned F-15EX Eagle II fleet, repositioning the jet from a niche replacement for worn-out airframes into a major pillar of its future combat air forces. Under the latest plan, tied to the FY27 budget, the service now aims for 267 F-15EXs, up from 129, and is beginning to recapitalize not only legacy F-15C and D air superiority squadrons, but eventually portions of the F-15E Strike Eagle community as well. From gap filler to major program. When the F-15EX program emerged, it was framed as pragmatic, low-risk solutions to replace structurally exhausted F-15Cs and Ds, particularly in Air National Guard units guarding the U.S. homeland and key overseas bases. The original requirement hovered around 80 to 144 aircraft, effectively a one-for-one swap for the oldest Eagles, while fifth-generation F-35 procurement ramped. Next-generation air dominance, or NGAD, remained on the horizon. Several years of operational experience, evolving threat assessments, and cost data have since shifted that calculus in favor of a larger buy. The FY 2027 budget submission now pegs the total at 267 aircraft, more than doubling the earlier plan of 129, and allocates roughly $3 billion for 24 F-15EXs in that fiscal year alone. This growth signals that the Air Force increasingly sees the Eagle II not just as a stopgap, but as a workhorse for high-end conventional conflict in both Indo-Pacific and European theaters. Budget, cost, and programmatics. According to reporting around the FY27 defense budget rollout, the Air Force's request includes about $3 billion for 24 F-15EX aircraft, implying a unit procurement cost, flyaway plus associated support, in the low hundreds of millions per jet. That near-term tranche is only the opening phase of a longer production run that will extend into the early to mid-2030s if the full 267 aircraft objective is realized. Service officials and independent analysts have repeatedly highlighted that the F-15EX offers a favorable balance of acquisition and sustainment costs compared to both a clean sheet design and additional buys of advanced fifth-generation fighters, given its mature airframe and shared logistics base with existing F-15 fleets. The larger buy also helps stabilize Boeing's production line and spreads fixed costs across more airframes, which is politically attractive in an environment of rising overall defense spending under the current administration. Capability: a 4.5-gen weapons truck with modern sensors. In the heart of the expansion is a specific capability niche, a survivable but non-stealth platform that can haul large weapon loads, integrate seamlessly with modern sensor and command and control networks, and operate from established infrastructure worldwide. The F-15EX leverages the proven F-15 airframe, but adds a digital backbone, advanced electronic warfare suite, and active electronically scanned array radar tuned for long-range air and surface target detection. The aircraft is optimized as a weapons truck, capable of carrying up to roughly 29,500 pounds of ordnance on 23 hardpoints, more than any other U.S. fighter. This enables several employment concepts: long-range standoff strike with cruise or hypersonic weapons, dense air-to-air missile loads in support of theater air superiority, and mixed loadouts pairing air-to-air and air-to-surface munitions for swing roll operations. Practice, the F-15EX is designed to work alongside stealthy F-35s and eventually NGAD platforms, which can act as forward sensors and target designators. At the same time, the Eagle II provides massed fires from safer standoff ranges. Replacing F-15C and D and starting to eat into F-15E. The Air Force has long telegraphed that the F-15EX would replace aging F-15Cs and Ds, whose airframes are reaching the end of their safe structural life, especially in high-tempo homeland defense and forward-deployed roles. Many of those older jets need extensive and expensive rebuilds to remain airworthy, a proposition the service was reluctant to fund when a more modern derivative was available. What's newer in the current expansion is the explicit plan to begin recapitalizing part of the F-15E Strike Eagle fleet with F-15EXs. Sources close to the program indicate that the enlarged 267 aircraft objective gives the Air Force enough jets to cover both the F-15C and D divestment and to start replacing the oldest Strike Eagles, which have been heavily used in Middle East and global strike operations since the 1990s. The Eagle II's payload, avionics, and growth margin makes it a logical successor for deep strike roles, particularly as the service emphasizes long-range standoff weapons in a contested anti-access area denial environment. Indo-Pacific basing and Kadena as a bellwether. One of the clearest operational signals of the F-15EX's growing importance came with its deployment to Kadena Air Base in Japan. 2 Eagle IIs from the 85th Test and Evaluation Squadron at Eglin Air Force Base deployed to Kadena in July 2025 for integration and familiarization training with local units and regional partners. The visit was not a one-off demonstration. Official releases from Pacific Air Forces describe it as a significant milestone in preparations for the permanent stationing of F-15EXs in Okinawa. Kadena has been in transition since the U.S. began withdrawing its 48 aging F-15C and Ds, which had formed the backbone of air defense over Okinawa for decades. The plan now is for 36 F-15EXs to eventually replace those legacy Eagles, with their permanent arrival projected for around spring 2026, reestablishing a robust, forward-based air superiority and strike presence on the first island chain. This deployment pattern underscores how the F-15EX is being woven directly into Indo-Pacific deterrence architecture aimed at countering Chinese air and missile forces. Role in broader force structure and strategy. In force structure terms, a 267-jet F-15EX fleet provides the Air Force with enough inventory for multiple active duty and guard squadrons dedicated to homeland defense, Indo-Pacific operations, and potentially European theater reinforcement. The aircraft is particularly well-suited to missions where stealth is desirable but not strictly essential, such as defensive counter-air over friendly territory, maritime roles at moderate threat distances, and standoff strike using long-range weapons. Strategically, the expansion also reflects a hedging approach. By investing heavily in a mature, high-capacity fourth-generation derivative, the service buys down risk associated with the NGAD schedule or cost growth. It avoids concentrating too much capability in a single platform, such as the F-35. For policymakers, the F-15EX offers a visible signal of near-term growth in combat power that can be fielded relatively quickly, reinforcing deterrence even as longer-term next-generation programs proceed more slowly.